which is done in living or dead. In both the cases, for living कैसे कर सकते हैं? तो general development, secondary sexual characters, through dentition and the ossification of bones, which is done after the X-ray. In dead, there is an additional dental examination and additional skeletal examination is done. एक एक करके हम लोग देखेंगे सब. In general development, height, build, weight सब देखते हैं. At the birth, there is a 50 centimeter around height and the weight will be around 2.5 to 3 kgs. At 5th month, there will be a weight will be 5 to 6 kg, which is double the birth weight. At 6 month, height will be around 60 centimeters. And in 1 year, height will be around 68 centimeters and weight will be 7.5 to 9 kgs, which is 4 years, height will be around 100 centimeter, which is double its birth height. Secondary sexual characters: appearance of pubic hair, appearance of axillary hair, facial hair in case of the male, prominence of Adam's apples in the male, breast development in female, menstruations, grayness of scalp hair, grayness of pubis hair, the arcus senilis, which is the ring-shaped grayish discoloration around the cornea. ये सारे changes देखने हैं, सारे changes different age पे देखने को मिलते हैं. Table is given in the book, you can go through it. The stages of development of breast, which is based on the growth at adolescent, given by the Blackwell Science publication. 4 stages. In the first stage, there will be breast and papilla elevated as a small mound, and there is an enlargement of alveolar diameter. In second stage, there is more elevation and enlargement at breast and areola, but their counter are not separate. In third stage, areola and papillary project over the level of breast, and in adult fora merge with the general contour of the breast. Important है, एग्जाम में पूछ सकते हैं, एक बार देख लेना. Next is dentition. There is 2 sets of teeth, temporary and permanent. Temporary, which is present in after birth to the coming of the permanent teeth. After the falling of temporary teeth, there will be permanent teeth, which will be present and up to the old age. In alveolar cavity, which will be formed in 3rd and 4th month of intrauterine life. At birth, there will be rudiment of all temporary teeth and the first permanent molar teeth. No stunted upper central incisor of congenital syphilis, which is known as the Hutchinson's teeth, are always present. A tooth consists of 3 parts: crown, root, and nape. First structure to form is the crown, then the cellular germ tooth, from the cellular germ tooth, and then after the root will be formed. This is a normal structure of the tooth. Upper part is crown and the lower part is root. Between there is the constricted part, which is neck. The crown is covered with the enamel and the root is covered with the cementum. The root formation begins after the completion of crown formation. And on the elongation of crown, on the elongation of the root be erupted from the alveolar cavity. The calcification of the tooth then occurs from above downwards. First in the crown, then neck, and then the root. It will take around a year or 2 for the root to get calcified after the calcification of crown. मतलब सबसे पहले crown में calcification होगा, उसके बाद neck में और last में root में. ये पूरा process 1 to 2 year में हो जाता है. Temporary teeth are replaced by the permanent teeth. During the eruption of the permanent teeth, the root of its predecessors undergoes absorption, so that the unsupported crown will be fall off. जो टेम्पररी टीथ है उसके रूट का अब्जॉर्प्शन होगा, जिससे जो क्राउन का सपोर्ट है वो चला जाएगा और वो गिर जाएगा, और उसके बाद उस पर परमानेंट टीथ आएंगे. On an average, permanent teeth appears a few months earlier in girls than the boys. Dentition occur earlier in lower jaw except for the lateral incisor, which erupt first in the upper jaws. Third molar usually appear first in lower jaw on left side and then on the right side. Tooth eruption in females is usually 1 year earlier than the male. In general, the dental and skeletal ages correspond closely in male, but in female, the skeletal age is 1 year ahead of the dental age. The difference between appearance of the temporary and permanent tooth. Temporary tooth will be small and light. The permanent teeth will be large and heavy. The temporary teeth color will be china white. In permanent teeth, ivory white, means off-white color. In temporary teeth, neck is more constricted. In permanent teeth, neck is less constricted. The appearance of the tooth, temporary tooth. First temporary tooth will be appear is central lower 6 to 8 months, then the central upper 7 to 9 months, then lateral upper. These are the incisor. Lateral upper in 7 to 9 months and lateral lower in 10 to 12 months. Then the first molar in 12 to 14 months, canine in 17 to 18 months and second molar in 20 to 30 months. ये टेबल बुक में दिया हुआ है, देख लेना. एग्जाम में भी पूछ मतलब वाइवा में पूछ सकते हैं. और तुम लोगों जो एज एस्टिमेशन प्रैक्टिकल आएगा उसमें भी इम्पोर्टेंट है. Then this table is for the permanent tooth. The first molar will be appear in 6 to 7 years. Then after central incisor 6 to 8 years. Last will be third molar in 17 to 20 years. कई लोगों में भी नहीं, अगर नहीं आया तो वो इम्पैक्टेड टूथ उनमें अंदर होता है, बाहर दिखता नहीं है. और आफ्टर 25 भी कभी कभी दिखता है, बट इन एन एवरेज 17 to 25 ईयर्स में इरप्ट हो जाता है. दोनों टेबल बुक में है, देख लेना एक बार. अगर डेंटिशन डिले किस में होता है, तो अगर मालनरिश पेशेंट है, विटामिन ए विटामिन डी की डेफिशिएंसी है, तो फिर डेंटिशन डिले होता है. मतलब कि जो 6 to 8 मंथ में आते हैं वो कई बार 10 to 12 मंथ में भी देखने को मिल सकता है. इन केस ऑफ रिकेट्स इट विल बी डिले. अर्ली इट विल बी सीन इन द सिफिलिस, warmer countries and the urban areas. There are two sets of permanent teeth, succession teeth and superadded teeth. Those erupt in place of the temporary teeth, which are the permanent premolars, canine and the incisors. These are known as the succession teeth. मतलब कि उस पे पहले temporary teeth थे, वो गिर गए, उसके बाद permanent teeth आए. And superadded, those that do not have temporary predecessors, which are known as the superadded teeth, are the permanent molars. डायरेक्ट परमानेंट टीथ ही आते हैं, उससे पहले कोई टेम्पररी टीथ नहीं होता, which are known as the superadded teeth. The dentition period of 6 to 12 years. At 9 years, there are total 24 teeth, 12 on each side. At 11 years, there are total 24 teeth, 20 are permanent and 4 are temporary. And at 14 years, total 28 teeth, all are permanent teeth. Impacted teeth जो आगे बताया, unerupted third molars. बट डेंटिशन की चार्टिंग के लिए टोटल अराउंड 150 मेथड्स है. कॉमन आर द पाल्मर्स नोटेशन, हेडर अप सिस्टम, 2-digit FDI सिस्टम एंड द WHO फॉर्मूला. आप लोगों को ये WHO फॉर्मूला करना है. इसमें 1 to 8 नंबर परमानेंट टीथ के लिए चारों साइड पे रखना है, फिर 1 2 3 4 आगे करना है इन द क्लॉकवाइज फैशन. द फर्स्ट परमानेंट टीथ में देख सकते हो, पहले 1 से 8 तक कर दिया, उसके बाद 1, आगे 2, 3 और 4. वैसे ही टेम्पररी टीथ के लिए 1 to 5 तक करना है चारों साइड पे, फिर आगे 5, 6, 7, 8 इन क्लॉकवाइज फैशन में जाना है. अगर उसका ये फर्स्ट लेफ्ट साइड पे अपर जो में प्रेजेंट है तो टिक करना है, ऐसे जितने भी प्रेजेंट है उस पर राइट टिक करना है, अगर नहीं है तो उस पर कुछ नहीं करना है. वैसे teeth present है. Now dentition about 25 years है और dead है, तो उसके लिए these are the method to estimate the age. Gustafson, Boydie and Stack. The changes जो enamel में, cementum में, pulp में changes present होते हैं, उसके हिसाब से method है. First is Gustafson, useful only in dead person as extracted or fallen of tooth is studied. If oral hygiene is not maintained at all, then this method or estimation of age is will be more. अगर oral hygiene maintain नहीं है तो वहाँ पे the features of wearing and tearing will be more. So the estimation of age will be over which is normally there. मतलब जितनी age है उससे ज़्यादा age दिखाएंगे. Scoring is done for 0 to 3. 0 is given for there is no change. 3 is for the maximum change. 0 if for the no change. 1 is for the starting of the changes. 2 is for the half of the changes and 3 is for the maximum of the changes. Total 6 criteria देखने हैं. First is attrition. Second is parodontosis. Third is secondary dentin formation. Fourth is cementum apposition. Fifth is root resorption. And sixth is transparency of root. Attrition is a gradual destruction of upper ocular surface of the teeth due to the regular variant from the muscle. उसके बाद sentence बाद pulp जाएगा. Start from enamel and goes up to the dental pulp. जो हमने डायग्राम देखा उसमें ऊपर से स्टार्ट करेंगे तो enamel, dentin और उसके बाद pulp में attrition देखने को मिलेगा. सेम इसे 0 to 3 में डालना है. अगर कोई भी चेंज नहीं है तो 0 और मैक्सिमम चेंज है पल्प तक गया है तो 3. Then second is parodontosis. Regression of the gums and periodontal tissue exposing the neck and the root of the tooth. Commonly seen with poor oral hygiene and advancing age. ये सारे 6 क्राइटेरिया अलग अलग एक एक को डिफाइन कर रही हूँ, देख लेना. Secondary dentin formation. Dentin start forming in the pulp cavity from the wall from above downward and may completely close the pulp cavity. Seen with age, parodontosis and the dental caries. Fourth is cementum apposition. There is increased thickness of the cementum with the deposition of secondary cementum near the root. Seen with loosening of teeth. Fifth is root resorption. Start at the apex and involves the both cementum and dentin. Seen in old age. Transparency of root. Dentin become transparent as the canal in the dentin get filled up with the minerals, thus becoming invisible. Not seen before the age of the 30 years. Procedure कैसे करते हैं? Attrition and parodontosis are the looked in situ before the extraction. Tooth निकालने से पहले ये दोनों चीज देख लेनी है. Tooth निकालने के बाद extracted tooth is grounded down on the glass slab from both sides to the thickness of about 1 millimeter. Tooth निकालने के बाद उसे दोनों साइड से 1 millimeter thickness से निकालना है. The transparency of root is looked for at this stage. Assessed by placing a ground tooth on the paper with the numerous uniform placed dots on it. Anterior teeth are more suitable than the posterior teeth. Second formula is Boyd's formula. Used to study for cross striation that developed in the enamel of the teeth till the enamel goes on deposition of teeth. This process is counting the number of cross striation are very tedious. Stark's method. Use the measuring the height and the weight of erupting teeth to know the age of infant and children. ये method infant और children के लिए use होती है, adult के लिए नहीं. They can be used on both temporary or permanent teeth in the developing stage. Next change we will see is ossification of bones. Useful for determining the age till the ossification is completed. Climate, hereditary and diabetic factors will affect the ossification time. Age from bones more accurate with the respect to the appearance of center of ossification than with the respect of union of epiphysis. X-ray कौन से for children के लिए both hands including wrist. For adults both elbow, both shoulder, pelvis and both knees. For old people call vertebrae or sternum. करके ossification हुआ या नहीं हुआ उसके हिसाब से age determine करते हैं. Too much reliance cannot be placed on ossification studies. Multiple criteria of skeletal age should be used. मतलब कि कोई एक सिर्फ एक्सरे ले लिया उस पे रिलायंस नहीं कर सकते कि यही एज है. उसके लिए उसके साथ डेंटल एग्जामिनेशन, one or more X-ray should be done. Earliest center of ossification is second month of seen in the second month of pregnancy. 11th week there will be 806 centers. At birth there